When can we come back?
Come back? Well, but we're never coming back.
Why not?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney Channel shows that were canceled too soon.
You know what that means? Fever? Chills? Fluids making a mad run for every exit?
Come on, Harles. That is clearly a desperate attempt to get rid of us.
Well, how about I keep the fame and fortune and you keep quiet? Oh, I like that one.
For this list, we'll be looking at Disney Channel shows cut down before their time, meaning 3 seasons or fewer. What's your favorite Disney Channel show that deserved more seasons? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, So Random. This was a spin-off titled after the fictional comedy sketch show from Sunny with a Chance. After Demi Lovato left the original show for personal reasons, this was an attempt to keep the Sunny world alive.
Oh, you're good. You're real good. But I'm better.
All of the same characters returned for the new installation, sans Sunny, of course. It was a valiant effort to keep the story going, but unfortunately, this show just did not have the same magic without Lovato.
Get out of my school! Go! We've been exposed!
It was canceled after just 1 season, but they could have given this one another chance to gain momentum with a 2nd season. Number 9, Cory in the House. This is another spin-off that didn't quite make it. That's So Raven was one of Disney Channel's most popular shows.
Don't look at me, the boy is good.
So it seemed logical that this one would also be successful. But even Raven and her psychic powers couldn't have predicted this unfortunate outcome.
Well, how about I keep the fame and fortune and you keep quiet? Oh, I like that one.
This time around, Cory got the spotlight, as the show told the story of him and his dad living in the White House. Cory was always a great source of humor every time he appeared on screen in the original, so it was really cool to see him running the show.
Now, see? Told you, nothing to it.
However, although the show started out quite popular, it quickly dipped in ratings and got the axe after only 2 seasons. Cory deserved better. Number 8, American Dragon Jake Long. It really is somewhat of a mystery why this show was canceled.
Look, if I'm gone in the morning, they're gonna blame you. I can't let that happen. You have to slay me.
It was a bit like a superhero story. An ordinary boy finds out he has the power to become a dragon and protects fellow magical creatures.
This is your territory, young dragon. And you alone are responsible for the magical creatures living within it. From the centaur herds of Highbridge Park to the floor of the secret leprechaun stock exchange.
It was a relatively popular show, yet it only made it to 55 episodes. It didn't even make it up to Disney Channel's widely hated 65-episode rule. We'll elaborate more on that in a minute. But poor Jake Long was cut before his time, and Disney Channel never even had the courtesy to tell us why. It just ended.
You did this, you evil two-faced dragon-slaying ninja she-witch!
Number 7, Even Stevens. This show was wildly popular in its day. Ren and Lewis's relationship was so relatable. Extreme, of course, but reminiscent of a real sister-brother relationship. And their antics were always so much fun, we could have gone on watching them forever.
Oh, what's that, little brother? You want another facial, huh? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Coming right up.
And pretty much the reason this hilarious family comedy was canceled was because of Disney's 65-episode rule. A handful of shows have managed to survive, but Disney Channel is infamous for cutting shows off, no matter how popular, at 65 episodes. Thankfully, this one got a movie to help round things out nicely, but Ren and Lewis had a lot more to offer.
I'm sorry, what did you
You're
just
afraid
say?
of losing to me
Okay,
in front of
because
everyone.
there is nothing in the world that you could possibly beat me at.
Number 6, Stuck in the Middle. This is another one gone before its time, and boy do we miss it. Focused on Harley, the middle child of the Diaz family, this show was a fun and simple comedy about what it's like living in a big family.
You got me, and I got you.
Tell me a secret and I'll tell you if it's true.
Before the premiere of the 3rd season, it was announced that the 3rd would be the last.
Come on, Harles. That is clearly a desperate attempt to get rid of us.
Why, Disney? Why? At least tell us why. They didn't even have the 65-episode rule to fall back on. and it seemed that the star Jenna Ortega was just as sad as the rest of us. So why? We may never know exactly why.
This family has always been out to get you. You've been robbed! Robbed, I say!
Number 5. Best Friends Whenever. This show had so much potential. Best friends Shelby and Sid accidentally give themselves the power to travel through time.
It's just some sort of weird joint nightmare, but during the day. Like a daymare. Exactly, a daymare. There's no such thing as a daymare. Well, there has to be, because otherwise that means we are really back to this morning. Ah!
Oh, the possibilities. Unfortunately, the show started becoming repetitive.
Sorry I tried to escape. Thanks for being so cool about this, Tim. Too bad I'm all do it again, sucker.
Shelby and Sid could have gone anywhere and any time and had crazy adventures, but the stories ended up being more mundane.
We get to do today over again. We can fix everything that went wrong. I can re-ask Hammer to the dance.
I can put on underwear.
Disney Channel dropped the ball on this one, and the ratings dropped with it. So much so that the show was canceled after just 2 seasons. With a few tweaks to the story ideas and format, we bet the show could have gone the distance. Number 4. Wander Over Yonder. Wander and Sylvia the Zabornak's intergalactic adventures were always a fun ride. Though the show got a little darker after the first season, the main plot was still about them simply traveling around the universe, helping to make people happy.
Would you stop? So you could finally have a day off and enjoy the fair.
This kind of premise could have easily become campy, but this show sustained good ratings and won several awards, including an Emmy.
It's light yet filling!
I know, right?
According to the show's creator, Craig McCracken, he was told by Disney that there would be no season 3 even before season 2 started, and was given no good answer as to why. It was a decision made by the higher-ups, and that was that.
I have tempted forth torrential tides of tears. I have reduced the richest of republics to rubble and ruin. Because I am the greatest in all the galaxy!
Number 3. Phil of the Future. This futuristic family comedy had friendship, mystery, and we have to mention a super catchy theme song.
Phil of the future, he's a 22nd century man. Phil of the future, he's a 22nd century man.
Yet somehow, this one didn't even make it to the 65-episode rule. Sadly, it was cut short at only 43.
When can we come back?
Come back? Well, but we're never coming back.
Why not?
Most of the humor in this show came out of the Diffies being back from the future.
Phil, you ask a lot of questions for a new kid. Where did you say you're from?
Montana. Actually, Canada. Spent some time in Mexico. Things were a little different there.
The 22nd Century family got stranded in the early 2000s while on a time-traveling vacation. It's not really publicly known why the show ended after only 2 seasons, but we're pretty sure that it's a general consensus that Phil and Keely also deserved way better. Number 2. I Didn't Do It. This show started out with a pretty cool format. The episode would start off with the characters in a troubling predicament, and then through a series of flashbacks, tell the story of how they got there from the differing points of view of twins Lindy and Logan Watson.
Big house, subtract parents.
Add all my friends, multiply by the power of my blue sequin jacket.
Divide by pi. Oh, right, we'll need pizza.
This format lent itself to both drama and humor, and had a lot of potential.
We'll get to the party.
And my ruined couch.
And why a goat is eating your mother's wedding dress.
But the second season of the show changed to a more standard sitcom style. Unfortunately, viewership began to drop and the show was canceled.
You know what that means? Fever? Chills? Fluids? Making a mad run for every exit?
They shouldn't have given up on such an interesting premise. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything. Cool premise, poor ratings.
Frostbutt? You know what? I'm not buying it. I've been wearing these shorts for at least 20 minutes, and I'm totally fine!
Flash forward. First original Disney Channel series didn't last. Prank Stars. The host was caught driving while impaired.
The shenanigans start now on Prank Stars.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Girl Meets World. This spin-off of Boy Meets World, centered around Corey and Topanga's daughter Riley, was well received. It was clever, witty, and managed to keep the magic of the original alive.
Hey, whoa.
The 65-episode rule also seems to be one of the main culprits for this cancellation.
Detention?
Big boy detention.
It was also speculated that the lack of marketable products, such as dolls, soundtracks, and the like, contributed to the network's decision, as well as the characters simply growing up too much. We think we can speak for all fans of this show when we say we were looking forward to watching Riley and her friends grow up, just like we did with their parents.
So, that's us, huh? So I've been told.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.